Peace, beautiful souls. So, anyways, this journey thing, I'm beginning kind of loud. Anyways, but this journey, like, it really does get lonely. As much as I know that I'm never truly alone, right? It gets lonely. Like when you get to a stage where you're intentional about like who you are around and the type of things that you do and no longer do, it's hard. And I'm realizing, I think that that's why I choose to ignore my discernment a lot of the times, or let me say chose, past tense, because we're letting that go, stepping into fully embracing and fully aligning with my discernment, right? But I feel like that's a big reason why, I know that that's a big reason why I chose to ignore it in the past, ignore my discernment, ignore my intuition, out of loneliness or not wanting to be lonely, when in reality, if we really be honest with ourselves, even when we allow ourselves to be around people, if we don't actually align with those people, we still, or I'll speak for myself, I still end up feeling lonely. Like I could be in a room with 100 people, and if we're not on the same frequency, I'm still going to feel lonely. I don't care if we're talking, I don't care if we're right next to each other, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So we really just be playing ourselves the fool, because it's not the same thing as being around people that you are actually in alignment with. And for me, at least, it's very rare that that happens. And I know it's because, like, I've been on this journey for a couple years, but I'm still fresh in it. And especially when it comes to really being honest with myself, with my discernment and my intuition, and not settling, whether it's a romantic relationship, platonic, familial, whatever the case may be. Like, the more that we are clear with, for real, what we want, because you can't say, oh, I want this, and then be doing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Again, if I'm saying I want to be around certain type of people, but I'm also letting myself be around people that are not in alignment with that, and do I really want what I'm saying I want? You know what I'm saying? And so, like I say before too, the universe is going to test you. The Most High, your highest self, whatever you want to call it, is going to test you. Do you really want that? Because we're going to send you people, but are these the people that you want to be around or not? And are you going to be patient and wait or not? You know what I'm saying? And which is why I'm realizing too, I have been in like a wishy-washy state for the last couple years when it comes to that. And just learning that, people are not always who they say they are. And trusting what I get, what I pick up when I'm around certain people. You know what I'm saying? Because when I listen to my intuition and my discernment, it's never wrong. When I don't listen, it's still never wrong. Not to say I'm always right, but me and my discernment and my intuition, that's three different things. The other two are kind of one and the same. Well, we're all one and the same because we're all about to be in alignment, right? But y'all know what I'm trying to say. I trust you know what I'm trying to say. But like, seriously, I'm over like not listening to my intuition, to my discernment, to my guides. I'm just not going to keep doing that to myself. And it just really gets lonely. And truly, it's been lonely the entire time. Physically, I should say. Because again, I know I'm not alone. And when I embrace that fact and, connect with the Most High more, connect with my guides more, it doesn't feel as lonely. But in a physical sense, it is. Like, as humans, the human side of us, we do need that connection, and I think that's like one of the hardest parts for me. But I also know what I am worthy of, and the kind of connections I'm worthy of having, and the kind of connections that I want. And I'm choosing to stay patient and, let that come to me in divine timing, whenever that is going to be. But it's also totally okay for me to admit that it's lonely, And it makes me sad, because all I've ever wanted was to be around people that I felt truly loved by. Mainly a romantic connection, right? But in general, I want to be around community, like genuine connections that are really heart-spaced, And I know that I will. one day again in divine timing. But oh my gosh, like I just be wanting to, not my whole days, because I love also my solitude now. I do love to be alone also, and I know that I need that. Before it was a no, but whatever. I do want to have days like with people, go do things with people and create, collaborate, all these things. And again, I know I will have that, but like, geez Louise. And I'm just learning to be patient through that. I feel like I can't say that I've been so patient before. That's why I settled a lot of times before. One of the reasons why I settled a lot of times before. But I'm done doing that. I'm so done doing that. But yeah, I do feel like I connect with people a lot online. Not even a lot. I can't say a lot. But I do feel like I have, a tribe here online. But again, having that like in person in your physical reality is so different. And I don't know, I don't think I've ever actually had that genuinely. And all of that starts from within too, because again, like I said, we play ourselves the fool when we get to settling, and you know, you know what I'm saying. And before, when I had people around me, they were never like genuine connections for real, because that time I was lying to my own self too. Maybe at those times they were obviously what I needed at those times, but again, I think y'all get what I'm saying. I've yet to have genuine, only heart space connections with people in my physical reality, and I'm just very excited for that to come in all types of ways. I'm excited for all the love that's coming to me, that's on its way to me, and to just be surrounded by that and freely giving that also without fear and stuff. This is way longer than I thought it was going to be, but I actually like to talk more than I realized. But yeah, feel free to share y'all journeys or y'all perspectives on this and how it's been in your journey, as far as like loneliness and genuine connections, all of the above, whatever you want to share. I love you. I'll see you later.